Hey guys, Angela here with Turo Family Chiropractic and your weekly PSA or piece of salutogenic advice. So if you're not already, make sure you are following us in our What the Health Facebook group. All month long, we are providing information, correcting some misconceptions about maybe what's not so important to be tracking when it comes to your health and the things that you should be maybe paying more attention to. So make sure you're following us all month long for our Fast Track 2020, where we're going to get your year started out right and get you tracking the right things when it comes to your health. So with that being said, today we are talking about why BMI is quite honestly BS. So we hear so much about our weight and our BMI, and while we're not saying that at high levels, BMI is certainly a health risk. And that is because excess adiposity, which means excess fat, can be very detrimental to your health. And that's because what it does to your body. So excess fat is going to essentially mess up all of the important hormones in your body, including insulin, cortisol, which is going to affect your sleep-wake patterns, as well as no shock, your weight. So it becomes sort of a vicious cycle. It's going to affect your estrogen. All the hormones in your body are going to be affected by excess weight, excess fat specifically. So that's where the concern comes when you hear about obese and higher BMIs increasing your risk for disease. Because yes, excess fat in the body is going to be an issue long term because of the effect that it has on your endocrine system, those hormones. But where BMI seems to be an issue and seems to be confusing is at those lower ranges. So people getting so concerned about that fine line between what we consider normal weight and then overweight. And even if you're sort of in that fine line between overweight and obese, if you're right there on the border, that's where you want to be careful about getting too obsessive about that number on the scale. And you want to make sure you're tracking other metrics of health, and specifically other metrics of body composition. Because again, what's the concern? It's not too much weight, it's too much fat. So how do we track that other than just the number on the scale? Well, if you don't have access to a full body composition, like a bod pod, a DEXA, or a reliable electronic body composition, which a lot of people don't in the general population, body measurements are a quick and easy way to track, how your body shape is changing. So if you take your waist measurement and your hip measurement, and you actually divide those, you can get a quick and easy assessment of your health risk. This is called your waist to hip ratio. And stay tuned later in the week, we're gonna have a lot more information on this. But essentially, the higher your waist to hip ratio is, meaning your waist becomes bigger than your hips, that is indicating a lot of central obesity, abdominal obesity. So you're holding a lot of weight right in that middle section. That is going to be a huge indication of health risk. And that's because, one, that excess weight that you're carrying is likely excess fat. And two, the weight that we hold in the middle there is not just putting a lot of pressure on and strain on our organs, because they're all right in the middle there, it's also very mobile. So what that means is it's easily moves throughout the body and can get in the bloodstream, which is going to increase risk for cardiovascular disease. So central obesity in general, specifically, even more than BMI, can be very concerning for our health. So you want to track that. In addition, if you are completely sedentary and then start an exercise program, you're going to be building muscle. So the number on the scale might not change that much, but you're going to notice changes in your measurements. Your waist will go down. Your pants will start fitting better. These are all changes that are really important to pay attention to, because if you're only focused on weight, you might feel like you're not improving when in reality you really are. and you're improving in the ways that you should be improving, which is decreasing that central obesity. And then make sure you're tracking other things like how do you feel, your mood, your energy. Make sure you're getting your blood work done, checking your glucose throughout the day, your insulin, checking your blood pressure. All of these things are going to improve with healthy lifestyle changes, improving your diet, improving your exercise regimen. And all of these things can improve even in the absence of weight loss. So make sure if your goal is to lose weight that you're asking yourself why. Is it because your doctor said you need to weigh within a certain normal range? Or is it because you want to be healthier? And make sure you focus on that throughout your weight loss journey. Because if you pick a certain number, I want to weigh whatever amount of pounds, well then if you don't hit that number, you're going to feel like a failure. So instead, focus on how you feel. If you are energized, feeling good, mood stable, all your blood work's normal, and you are still a few pounds over that normal weight BMI range, don't stress yourself out. Okay, you are doing what you need to do to be healthy, and being a few pounds over the normal BMI might just be a healthy weight for your body and your body type and your body composition. So don't try to fight so hard just to get to a weight just for the sake of saying you're a certain weight. Focus on being healthy. And I can tell you in my own personal experience, I'm the perfect example of this. The only time I've ever been in the quote unquote normal BMI range in my life, I was basically starving myself to do it. I was not doing it in a healthy way, and I ended up getting injured as a result because I wasn't taking care of myself. I wasn't getting the nutrients I needed, and so I wasn't healthy. I was in the normal BMI range, but I was not healthy. And instead, when I've been at my healthiest and most fit and feeling the best, I'm, probably a good 10 pounds over what's considered my normal BMI for my height. But I know my body. I know I feel good. All my numbers are good. I'm healthy. I'm energized. So I've learned not to stress myself out over those 10 pounds because I feel better at this weight, at a healthy weight, at a sustainable weight than I would if I killed myself to get down to that normal range. So learn what's important, what's healthy for your body. Learn to track your weight based off of your own body composition and how you feel, and not what you're being told you should weigh just for the sake of weighing that just based off of your height. All right, so it's so important to be an advocate for your own health, to pay attention to how you're feeling, to how you're functioning, and to really how you're taking care of your body. All right, so if you do what you need to do to have a healthy diet, healthy exercise regimen, manage your stress, make sure you're getting sunlight, socializing, doing all of those things to optimize your health, your weight will naturally come down to a healthy weight for you. So focus on the overall picture. Do not stress yourself out over that number on the scale. It will happen in time. And as always, we are here to help. If you need anything, have any questions, I work with people one-on-one in the office. We're always available through Facebook and email. So please don't ever hesitate to reach out if you need some help, some extra accountability along the way. That's what we're here for. We want to help you guys get healthy and stay healthy for life. So thank you so much for tuning in. This was your weekly PSA, or piece of salutogenic advice. Stay tuned. Definitely check out our What the Health group. We have lots of information in there, lots of good blogs coming out this month. So check those out on our website, and we will see you guys the same time next week. Thanks so much. Have a good Wednesday.